7 West Road or call us on 031 208 1601. Al Ansar Shop, your one-stop Islamic shop.
We'd love to meet you. Pay us a visit. Radio Al Ansar.
Every student can learn, just not on the same day or the same way. Education is not the filling of a pail, but the lighting of a fire. Education's purpose is to replace an empty mind with an opened one.
Join Sumaya Khan every Tuesdays between 7 and 8 p.m. for an educational evening exclusive to Radio Al Ansar.
Your education is a dress rehearsal for a life that is yours to lead.
Masi sondele, pila no tolo, yelele. Subhanallah.
Assalamu alaikum, welcome to School Matters. Yes, with me, Sumaya Khan, on Radio Al Ansar 90.4 FM in Durban and 105.6 FM in Pietermaritzburg. Winter is here, the chill is here, and to get up for Fajr and to get up for school. But again, winter has not yet come. All of a sudden, from hot days to cool, cold days. But inshallah, may the Almighty keep us safe, happy and healthy, especially this time. Our topic this evening is how parents can stay involved in their child's education while managing work and personal life. Well, in today's fast-paced world, many parents are juggling demands of their job, personal responsibilities, and important role of supporting their children's education. It's not easy. But how do they strike the balance? So this evening, we explore practical ways parents can stay actively involved in their child's schooling without feeling overwhelmed, drained, exhausted, and maybe suffering from a burnout. Our guest, who we are linking up all the way from Cape Town, is no first time to School Matters, brother Ashraf Moorad. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, my sister.
How are you doing?
Happy to be back.
Alhamdulillah.
And it's also very cold here in Cape Town.
I won't even ask. We always used to laugh at Cape Town. We say Cape Town has all seasons in one day, but I think across the country, all over that's happening. So I can just picture you'll have this very icy cold wind.
It was a sudden, freezing that happened. We were in summer, and we had a heat wave, and then all of a sudden, gale force winds, trees were blown down, and a lot of rain, cold.
Yeah. But again, just pray that all of us remain safe. There's no floods. And a few weeks ago, Durban was experiencing a hurricane.
Yes. Yeah, I heard about that.
So, unfortunately, South Africa is experiencing weathers which we only read in the paper, media.
Yes.
But now we are having that, Yeah,
But the people are warm in Cape Town. That's the upside. It's cold, but the people are warm hearted. It's good, yeah.
Alhamdulillah. So, great choice going to Cape Town, residing there.
Yep, no regrets.
Our topic this evening, how parents can stay involved in their child's education while managing work and personal life. Personally, yes, I'm making about me. This is so difficult. It's so difficult. Sometimes you wish there were 48 hours in a day. Me personally, recently, I am not going on social media as in like WhatsApp, because the minute you go online, everyone wants to talk to you and chat with you, all the community work I do, and I realize that 5 minutes become 30 minutes, 30 minutes become 1 hour, and then you realize your family is being neglected. And with all that you do, how do I put it? People always expect, they take, but they don't realize that you got to recharge, your cup is empty. So for your mental health and for your sanity and for your home for your contentment and you just taking care of your spouse, your children, you need to actually switch off from social media after a certain time.
Yes. Well, what you're pointing out is a challenge experienced by you and by a lot of parents, young parents, older parents. And the challenges of the times are different from the challenges of our parents' times. And that's what you're pointing out. But I think what what you are recognizing is that time is a very important resource. And you've got to use it and use it well. And you've got to be aware when you're wasting it or not using it optimally. I think that's something I think about every day for me as well. How am I using my time? And then priorities. So oftentimes people think about time management, but it's not really about time management. So priority management,
Exactly,
right?
priorities.
So you didn't spoke about being available to your husband, to your family, your children, and all that. But what about being available to yourself? So where are you in your own priorities? And if you want to teach your children anything, you teach them by modeling, right? So if you as a parent are looking after your time, setting boundaries, realizing when you're wasting it or not using it effectively, using it to prioritize on your own well-being, your own health, your own energy, and not wasting time, being focused in life. I think that's a good thing to be able to model to your children, because this is, when you send me this topic, it says how parents can stay involved in their children's education. I was wondering whether you mean children's education or children's schooling, because there's a very big difference between children's education and children's schooling. What I've just been talking to you about modeling to your children what it means to be a smart adult in life is what to do with children's education, while managing work and personal life. But family life has to go. You got a family life in there too. So your own personal life, how you live your life, your family life, work life. It's all educating your children. You're doing it one way or another. They're modeling you. They're exposed to you. So children's education versus children's schooling. We're talking about. We've got to be clear about what's what. So if you're just thinking about them getting good grades in school, you're talking about their schooling. But their education might be more important than their schooling. But their schooling is equally important too.
Exactly. Tell me, why is parental involvement so important in a child's education, just in general? Starting from grassroots level, going up throughout their schooling, even their tertiary, why is a parent's involvement so important?
So a parent is a plays a central part in a child's life, especially depending on the gender. In a boy's life, father plays a very important role. In a girl's life, a mother plays a very important role. And so a parent is the first relationship that a child has. And you must understand that learning, growth, and development occurs within a relationship. No child is born speaking, except for Isa alayhi salam in the Quran. It was said that as a miracle, he defended his mother as having a virgin birth. But generally, every child learns to speak by hearing the parents speak. Every child learns to write, read. That's what you're talking about, schooling, kindergarten, whatever it is. Learning to tie your shoelace. That doesn't happen in a vacuum. No child by themselves will ever learn to speak until there's people around them speaking. And no child will learn to add, subtract until somebody teaches them about a thing called addition, subtraction, arithmetic. No child will learn to read and write unless there's some. So development occurs within a relationship. And so relationships are very central. It is within a relationship that children develop, but I also find that it is within a relationship that grown-ups develop as well. In my work as a therapist, and counselor, coach, I establish a relationship with the people I am working with. So when I'm talking to you, I'm listening to you, I'm attending to you, I'm being with you, I'm allowing you. I'm not saying that you should know better, you're the teacher, how can you get caught up in social media, you should this and you should that, and you should, like how parents, you should do well in school and you should do, because we give you everything. The relationship is extremely important. It is within relationship that somebody can grow and develop. So by me allowing you to say, yes, this is the challenge of our times. I'm not saying, what's wrong with you? You should know better. You know what I mean? I'm telling you the things have changed from our parents' time to today. I'm allowing you, I'm accepting you, I'm appreciating you, I'm validating your experience, and I'm within that relationship attending to you. And I'm telling you, time is important, and the priorities. I'm teaching you that don't manage your time, manage your priority. I'm teaching you, if you want to care for your family and your children, make sure you care for yourself. So this is happening within a relationship. So whether it's children, whether it's grown-ups, if there's no relationship, there's no learning, growth, and development. So although somebody might be a father or a mother, but if there's no relationship with the child, then there's no development. And so what we have the opportunity, and we've spoken about this before, teachers, parents, we have the opportunity to establish a caring, supportive relationship with the young people, especially while they're in matric and all that sort of thing, and under feeling stressed and challenged and all that. So it's really a relationship. So sometimes parents don't have a relationship, but they want to do all the shoulding. You got this, you got that, we give you this, we buy you this, you should do well, you should. But where's the relationship? So there's no learning, growth, and development if there's no relationship. So there's no relationship at home between the father and himself, the mother and herself, the father and mother. There's no relationship between the parents with the child. My relationship with you is a function of my relationship with me. As I am with me, I can be with you. So as I'm allowing myself to be, I even said to you, every day I think about time. I'm thinking, we all will run out of time in this world, and then we'll go into the next world. So I'm just sharing with you that relationships, whether the teacher's relationship with the young person, the school's relationship with the young person, parents' relationship with the young person. It's the relationship within which the power is. You see, so that's why it's so important. Parents have a relationship with their children that other people can't have with their children. That only parents can have.
What are some simple ways parents can stay involved even with their busy day, routine, work?
So it's a thing about priorities. What are the parents' priorities? You see, where does the responsibility to the children come in? Is it something they wish that would happen on its own because they're busy and they got stresses and all that? Children must just figure it out. So when you don't have relationships with your children, they will look for relationships with other people. And very often times you might regret who they have relationships with thereafter, because what they require from you, you're not giving it to them. They'll get it from somebody else. So like, for example, to be seen, children require to be seen. Even grown-ups, husbands and wives require to be seen. We all require to be seen. So if you don't stop to look at your children, to see them not only with your eyes, to see who they are and be with them. So attention, the quality of attention is extremely important. The quality of attention. So are parents aware that this is vitally important? It's not something that it's not reasonable to think that children must figure it out. They send them to private schools, got tutors, buy them whatever they want, pay the school fees. So often parents will think, maybe it should be like that. We fund them, no fun, but fun. You know what I mean? And then they don't realize that this child is not getting educated and not getting supported for schooling. There's no relationship. So you got to ask yourself, as a parent, do you recognize your unique relationship with your child, your unique opportunity to attend to them, a mother to a daughter, a father to a son, and also the other way around. Sons need their mothers to love them, and they need their fathers to support them become men. Girls need their fathers to love them, and their mothers to support them become women. And so when a young person sees their father relaxed, calm, addressing life resourcefully, it makes them feel secure. If they see the father stressed and strained, losing it and all that, then it's not very confident building. It doesn't build confidence.
Yeah.
And so it's very important for the parents to look after themselves before they can look after their children. And oftentimes parents haven't been receptive in the young days of caring and attention. You remember back in the day how it used to be, right? It's a different world now. So parents got to get support. They need to enter into caring relationships with specialists who can assist them to be able to care for themselves enough to ensure that they are living a life resourcefully, because it will benefit them and it will benefit their children and their marriages. So this thing of we are busy and stressed and misunderstand is not something that is reasonable. Parents have to attend to themselves to be high functioning parents for themselves, for their husbands, for their wives, for their children. So ongoing learning, development. So most families that end up for psychological counseling in front of the counselors and psychiatrists and all that, families that didn't get support to function at a higher level. So these kind of radio stations like this can take opportunities to have people like me and others like me to address this. You know what I mean? So there's no quick fix.
Yeah.
But if you work it correctly, with the parents learning to care for themselves, then they can learn to care for their children. And having said that, there are things that we can talk about that parents in terms of their involvement.
Yeah.
So the key fact is that young people require adults to relate to them. That's the key fact in life. In support of their learning, growth, and development. And the key fact is that parents can play a very big role in the psychological resourcefulness of the young children to do well in school, to get good at schooling, and teachers can too. Teachers can be trained. Now, how much do parents pay to put their children in school? But how much parents pay to get an education, to have a better relationship with their children? So they spend thousands and sometimes tens of thousands rands a year, right? But they won't even spend 1,000 rand to do a workshop on how to develop themselves and how to relate and all. So I mean, it's like a businessman buying the best stock, but having the worst stuff. And the business, the laptop, the computer system, and the cashier system is not working. You know what I mean? So, but I understand. This is a systems approach, and the bottom line is parents can and do have an impact on their children more than they realize. Although they might think, what do we know about mathematics or physics? They might not realize the level of confidence that a young person feels comes from the way the parents interacted with those young people. So parents build confidence or destroy confidence. In so many different ways.
Are you talking about parents' involvement? A simple thing can be so frustrating. Example, how can parents create quality time to support homework and school activities? This is a demand, and lots of parents, especially the working class, find it very difficult. And I know colleagues, friends, families, even a random parent you meet at a supermarket or something will tell you, we're paying school fees, as you just mentioned. Why do we still have to do A, B, C, D,
The
and F?
teacher's supposed to do their work, right? Yeah, but the
Exactly.
teachers can't do the parents' work. Building confidence, having belief in your child, allowing them to believe, allowing yourself to believe in them while they don't believe in them. So, the degree to which a parent stands for their potentials and possibilities, they'll stand for their children's potentials and possibilities. A teacher can't do this at school, right? So, when a parent looks at the child, and they look at the child and they say, this child has potential. This child can learn. This child is a quick learner. Or this child with support can do well. That is a belief that a parent can have in a child that can foster the child's belief in themselves. See, so when I look at you and I speak to you, I have belief in you. I know that you're a thinking person, and if I share certain things with you, you'll consider it.
Yeah.
And you may find value in it because you value yourself, you value children, you value your children. You may utilize it. So oftentimes when parents interact with children, they're interacting on the level of controlling their results. Just study. I don't see you studying. You must be studying. Why is that? On results. But there's no development. There's no like, I believe in you. You have potential. And if you apply yourself to the best you can, you'll be very happy with your results. So there's no encouragement. So some people say, but why should we encourage our children? If you don't, who is? Not the school teacher. They already got their own thing. You know what I mean? So this thing of looking at young people and trying to control them to do well, that kind of involvement, I don't think it's very constructive.
Yeah.
So sometimes people think, other parents neglect their children. Other parents are not interested in the children. I'm so interested in my children's education. I'm always telling them to study. That involvement might not be the most constructive involvement. Because sometimes it can put too much pressure on the person. So we're talking about involvement, but is it constructive involvement? Is it conscious involvement? Is it creative involvement? Are you saying I'm involving myself with my child to build confidence in my child? Because if I don't build confidence in my child, who is? As a father, if I be with my children, as a mother, as I be with my children, I see them and I see their potentials and possibilities, and I encourage them. That's what my mother did for us. Son, whatever you want to study, you study as long as you are happy. Always do your best. That I can do, Mom. I can do my best. That's good, and I can do something that I enjoy doing. You know what I mean? So the relationship is so important, where you believe in somebody. And now it depends how you are with yourself. If you believe in your potentials and your possibilities, then you'll believe in young people's potentials and possibilities. I've been able to do some great work in the world in the area of counseling through this principle. That when I look at somebody, I look at who they become. I'm not looking at who they are. I'm looking at who they can become. You understand? So a lot of people, when they look at you, they look at you as who you've always been, and they talk to you like who you've always been, but they don't have the vision of who you can be and bring you to that. So as a school life skills facilitator and school counselor, this is what I would do with the young people. That their parents would look at them and say, see him, you see her, look how they are. And I'm looking in my mind how they can be. But how can they be? What potential and possibility? They say, look at him, he's not him. I'm saying, but look at him. But I can see. So when young people are seen and also seen for their potentials and possibilities, it draws out in them something very different as a creative approach. So I always say, don't worry about what has been. Don't worry about what is. Let's see where we're going. Focus on what you can become. What can you experience? Let's have reasonable expectations. So this is what I've been doing with my clients from the time I used to work in the school, and I was there at the Muslim school. It was my first job. You know, I mean, all the way through to today, that whenever I am with anybody, I'm more interested in my relationship with them than who they are and what they did or what they're not doing. And I'm interested in having a supportive relationship from seeing who they can be and what they can become. Remember, me with my 3 Ds, a C and 2 E's, all on the high grade, I'm going to remember it in mistake. I'm one of the smartest human beings I know. You understand? I have gone from there to here, so I have developed my own potential. I've stood into greater possibilities. You know, from a guy who spoke fluent slang when I was in school to writing a book and writing another one at the moment and another one on its way. You know what I mean? So,
Alhamdulillah.
with my C in English, I've written a book and I got 2 more in the pipeline. So what am I saying? I'm saying that who I was then and who I am now is a greater potential. That we all have potential. And if your parents don't see potential, if your parents don't see possibility, then that child is stuck where they are. If teachers don't see potentials and possibilities, that child is stuck there. And everybody looks at them, you're a C student. Oh, you got 3 C's, a D, 2 E's in matric, one on the high grade. You think it's very great. But look where I am. Look, I can teach teachers. You know, there was one of my teachers who became a headmaster, and he called me. He didn't know it was me. Lectured to headmasters, and he saw me. He said, you started stuttering. He says to me, weren't you with my class in standard 2? I said, yes. He said to me, you're a dark horse. I didn't like that what you said. You know, I'm not that fair. Jokes aside, I knew what he said. Because I said, I told him. I said, you saw me as a farm store man's son. You saw me as my mother was a housewife. You saw me and you judged me. And you talked to me and you treated me like what you thought I would be, but you never knew what I could become. Do you understand? So I told him that on his face, respectfully. I said to him, all your principals and teachers here, never look at those people in the class and judge them. Because Allah has given us potentials and possibilities with love and attention. We can allow people to flourish and step into the greatness. Every one of us has genius. There's 9 different types of intelligence that psychologists have identified. You know what I mean? So it's what's being with somebody, respecting them. Respecting what they can become, believing in them, resourcing them, giving them what they require at that time so they can become that. Young people need a belief in themselves, telling them to do well, they can do better and all that. It's actually a problem. Do you know scientists and psychologists have found that if you praise children for their performance, it's actually crippling. You ought to praise children for their preparation. The more effort somebody puts into it, that's what you require to praise. Not the A, B, and C. Because
yeah. Sorry, Marv. Our tech says we'll be taking a short ad break and we will continue.
All right.
We'd love to meet you. Pay us a visit. Radio Al Ansar.
Welcome to Simplex Radio. Visit our showroom for the full range of car audio. Our TV department carries top brands with quality LED panels, full HD to Ultra HD, and now the experience of Super Ultra HD. Visit our theater rooms and transform your home with brands like Onkyo, Integra, Denon, Boston Acoustics, Yamaha, and more for quality audio visual experience. Now available, full range of home appliances. A one-stop shopping experience. Call 031 306 4029 or Kenilworth Park, 202 Brickfield Road, Overport. Simplex Radio, the name you can trust.
In South Africa, countless numbers of sick patients leave their homes at the crack of dawn to join long queues at clinics and public hospitals, many of them suffering pangs of hunger in addition to the symptoms of disease. The Al-Imdad Foundation's Slice for Life teams deliver sandwiches to these patients at more than 40 hospitals and clinics across the country. Help us to keep on relieving hunger. Donate online at alimdad.com or call 0861 786 243 for more information.
This May, something beautiful is coming your way. Urban Women and Community Buzz are coming together to celebrate the strength of you, the women who carry it all.
If you're a widow or a single mom who is the sole provider, this is your moment.
We're selecting 50 incredible women for a special day filled with joy, appreciation, and love. Because you matter most.
To qualify, simply DM your story and date of birth on Instagram at Al-Ansar Foundation. Proudly brought to you by Al-Ansar Outreach.
Looking for an unforgettable getaway that won't break the bank? Explore the bustling bazaars of Istanbul, uncover the ancient wonders of Egypt, or unwind on the pristine beaches of Mauritius. Experience the vibrant culture of India, or escape to the turquoise waters and golden sands of Zanzibar. Affordable adventures, endless experiences. Your next escape is just a click away. Call 031-208-4222 or visit www.miragetravel.co.za. Show Mirage Travel, where your dream journey begins.
اللهم انصر إخواننا المستضعفين على أرض فلسطين. اللهم انصر إخواننا المستضعفين على أرض فلسطين. اللهم حرر المسجد الأقصى من اليهود الغاصبين. اللهم انصر إخواننا المرابطين على أرض فلسطين. اللهم شد أزرهم وسدد رميهم برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. اللهم الطف بإخواننا في كل مكان يذكر فيه اسمك يا أرحم الراحمين. استنصروك يا الله فانصرهم. اللهم ارحم الضعفاء والفقراء والمساكين والأيتام والنازحين والمشردين والأسرى يا أرحم الراحمين.
اللهم أنج المستضعفين من المسلمين في فلسطين. اللهم كن لهم عونا ونصيرا. اللهم كن لإخواننا المرابطين في المسجد الأقصى. اللهم كن لهم ولا تكن عليهم. اللهم فرج همهم، نفس كربهم، داوي جرحاهم، عاف مبتلاهم، اشف مرضاهم، ارحم موتاهم، تقبل شهداءهم.
Radio Al-Ansar.
Assalamu alaikum. Yes, welcome to School Matters with me, Sumaya Khan. Our topic this evening, how parents can stay involved in their child's education while managing work and personal life. Our guest, who we linked up all the way from Cape Town, is Brother Ashraf Moorad. Again, no first time to School Matters or the education system. A qualified original. When I say original, yes, I know. I'm just saying the truth. Counselor, motivational coach, life coach, motivational speaker. You know, we always have this conversation. Today you meet everyone is a life coach, everyone is a motivational speaker. But are you doing it for, as we say, for the bucks, for yourself, for your status, or are you really doing it to help the ummah or the people out there?
Are you really helping is the question. A lot of people give information, but there's no transformation, right? So this is transformational. This is what I'm doing here is giving insight. You're looking for quick fixes, but you have to get to the root of the problem. Ultimately, if you have a relationship with your Creator, Allah believes in us and our potentials to live at the highest levels. Allah encourages us to come to success, falah. Come to Salah and so if you connect with Allah within that relationship, you will be raised up. And Allah wants ease for us. The Quran says Allah wants effort to living. You're stressed and strained. The question is, where's the salam in Islam? You know, there's supposed to be salam in Islam. So there's some problem in the relationship with Creator. You don't feel good. But if you have a good relationship with your Creator, then you have a good relationship with yourself, then you have a good relationship with your family, wife, husband, especially with your children. And so it is within that relationship that the involvement that you have will be transformational. It's not hard work. Let me tell you this. To love and encourage people, and it's not hard work. If you know what you're doing and you want to do it, love. I mean, I found this pot plant that I was visiting this place, and there was a pot plant and it was dying. So I took it upon myself to move it, to put it in the light, and I put some water in it. Within 2 weeks, it was flourishing, and there was this pot plant. We don't have to make the seed grow. This will create the conditions for the seed to grow. There's no hard work there. So if you're working hard with your children, in your involvement, if you're feeling stress and strain, you are not creating the conditions for that young person to learn, grow, and develop. So if you have a relationship with your child, beyond just wanting them to do well in school, but you want them to be healthy human beings, you give them a real education, then it is within that developmental relationship. If you have a developmental relationship with your child, that child will receive that attention and receive that love and receive that encouragement. Every child wants their parents to believe in them and love them. If you give them that and you give them a structure to work with, you resource these young people. So I'm just making it known that involvement with your children doesn't necessarily mean it's constructive. You can actually have a negative impact in your involvement with your children. Some people are living vicariously through their children. They have not lived their lives. They've messed up. Now they got children. Now they're trying to be like backseat drivers in the children's lives. You will study this subject because I didn't study. You will become that professional because I never studied. You will marry that man that I never married. So that is not involvement. This is narcissist tendency. So we have to distinguish. But what is a developmental relationship? What is a relationship that is supporting the development of young people into young adults? Because then they will own their own little lives and they will do the best within their life. You as a parent are doing the best in your life for you and your children. 90% of your work is done, your children will do the best for themselves too. But if you're not doing your best, it's unlikely your children are not. And if you are forcing yourself to live life and all that, you're going to force your children to live life. So these are some of the things that I just want to highlight.
Tell me, what advice would you give to parents who feel guilty about not being involved as they like?
Well, what do they want ultimately? Feeling guilty doesn't help you. Asking for forgiveness, forgiving yourself, and getting the support you require. I mean, here you are calling me in. Free of charge, I'm giving you the support. If you say to me, Ashraf, I want you to come to Durban, I'm getting the hall, I'm getting parents there. Can you give us 2 hours of your time to help people whose parents and children are going to be in metric next year or 2 years to build confident. I will come, no charge. I will pay my flight. I will come. You understand? And so feeling guilty, getting irritated, that doesn't. You got to look at who are the people that you can listen to. Right? I always say that listen to the people who are where you want to be, but where you are. See, I told you, 3C is a D and 2 is on an I again. Look at where I am today. See? So who do you listen to? People listen to the neighbors, they listen to the mechanic, they listen to this and that. But you got to listen to the right people. You got to be selective. Parents have to recognize who is of value. If parents can't use their brain to realize they require an education before they can be involved in their children's education, that's not very bright. You understand? Young people are not machines to, like calculators or something, or AI, take information, process it, take information, answer the question correctly. Young people are people. Schooling, education is all developmental. Parents must develop themselves so that the children can become developed. Development is part of the Quran. The Quran is in support of the development of humanity. But most average Muslim person who reads the Quran in a language they don't understand that the Quran is guidance to humanity for the development of humanity into its higher potentials and greater possibilities. As Muslim parents, we have a duty to develop ourselves to our higher potentials and greater possibilities and support our children to develop them into their higher potential. So parents might be thinking, we go to work and come back. That's life. But is that life for a Muslim? We're going to die and meet our Creator. Did you come here to work? Did you come here to earn money? Did you come here to buy a nice car? Or did you come here to learn, grow, and develop Iman, Amal, a life boon? Did you come as a human being in character? Did you not come here to develop because that's what it is, right? As a real Muslim. So this is my, I've got many things to say to you. To meet me on next week Tuesday, I'll be here.
Okay, Jazakallah, you read my mind. I was actually going to tell you, we need to continue this next week.
If you want to.
Inshallah. And we always appreciate you, always lending your service and always there to uplift everyone. Well, you were one of the very first people as I say this every time, when we started seminars for the youth almost decades ago, and as you said, in the hall, and so many of them now are parents, some of them must be even grandparents. Brother Ashraf, Moorad,
I'm available.
Inshallah. So next week this
the
time
people don't value it.
Next week this time we
continue. You're very welcome, my sister. Thank you for having me on. Thank you to the listeners of Radio Ansar for listening to me. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam. How can parents stay involved in their child's education while managing work and personal life? That was Brother Ashraf Moorad, motivational speaker, life coach, counselor for decades, someone who knows the education sector and what it takes, especially for a parent to be involved in a child's life. We're definitely continuing this topic next week. Balancing work, personal life, and your child's education is not an easy task, but even small, consistent efforts can make a big difference. At the heart of it all is connection, communication, and showing up in ways that matter, because when parents stay involved, children don't just perform better, they feel supported, valued, and empowered to succeed. From me, Sumaya Khan, till next week, Assalamu alaikum.
Subhanallah walhamdulillah.